There are moments in life when you don't want to negotiate, when your dreams simply cannot be ignored any longer. When you feel the pull, you do what you have to do, right? Even if you don't understand it, even when it makes no sense. In November last year, I was getting ready for my next adventure in a very small Western African country with sexy name but not so great reputation. Only 3 days before my flight, after years of peace, this is what happened.
Inside this maximum security prison in Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, masked gunmen are freeing many inmates. Some of them are wearing military fatigue, others civilian clothes. As the detainees flee, security forces exchange fire with what the government described as renegade soldiers trying to destabilize the country. Resident Victor Edwin says he hasn't seen so much violence since Sierra Leone's civil war. Prisoners are on the run. There are some casualties with soldiers injured. On Sunday morning, Freetown was awoken to the sound of heavy gunfire. Gunmen attempted to break into the armory of the capital's main military barracks, but failed. A nationwide curfew is in place and a search is underway for the culprits. The government is calling on citizens to stay indoors, with President Julius Maada Bio saying security forces are in control of the situation.
Well, it all started in a town called Podloko when I left the seeming safety of my guest house and went to explore. For the first time, I saw the poverty and hunger all around me, and in the middle of that, suddenly a little boy in a ragged clothes is sharing with me half of his still green orange. And right there, something in my blood started to shift. Until this moment, it continues shifting. It was simply the most epic adventure of my life. Absolutely brilliant when I was traveling alone for 1 month all over the western half of Sierra Leone. I didn't meet another white person for weeks. I was eating from the same plate with my fellow Africans. I was learning the local language, about the culture, and also traditions. I laughed every single day. I received such an incredible level of hospitality and kindness that my words fail me. I won't lie, sometimes it was hard for me to accept this generosity because these are the poorest people in the world and it should be the other way around. I knew right there that I'll never experience something like that again. This is exactly what I wanted to see. One of those last open air museums in the world where people still treat each other right. I got much more than that when I mingled with the community of hardworking, beautiful, strong, kind, and hospitable people. And all of that happening in such a beautiful nature that could very easily be mistaken for national parks. This country and its people, it's like a mirror showing you who you are and who you need to become. Of course, it's not all garden of roses. People are suffering. Never before could I imagine such a level of hunger. Some people that I met hadn't eaten for 3 days. These are the real Hunger Games. There really aren't enough work opportunities, plus the prices have been skyrocketing, especially in the last couple of years. And the saddest thing I heard on my journey was that even during the brutal civil war, people were actually doing better than now because they could still eat 3 times a day then. When the rebels came, they went to hide in the jungle, but life continued. At the end of my adventure, I reached the capital city of Freetown, and I found that, like in the rest of the country, I was feeling very safe there. Everywhere I went, I got only sincere smiles and kindness. Wherever I went, people treated me like I was family. It's so easy to make friends in this country. People greeted me in the streets and let me know that they were glad I'm there. In a world of such a poverty and hunger, we would probably expect higher crime, more muggings, robberies, and aggressive beggars. But it's not like that at all. Sierra Leone has honor.
Honestly, I never wanted to make this video. I would hate for Sierra Leone to become another Thailand with millions of disrespectful tourists. At the same time, I feel like I owe it to the people of this country. This undeserved reputation, it has been going for way too long, and it is ridiculous. It's totally wrong. Sierra Leone is very safe, and it is ready for you.